Hey the Ramblers and Rovers, I am Miguel, and today we are rambling and roving our way through Mexico's third largest city, the marvelous historic city of Guadalajara.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte.
We're starting our exploration of Guadalajara here at the Plaza de la Liberación in downtown Guadalajara. This is the heart, the vibrating, beating heart of the city itself. You have El Teatro de Gollado here in the back, the cathedral here at the other end. Downtown Guadalajara is a hub for culture and arts here in the state of Jalisco. Very, very much a vibrant city and very, very much worth adding and including to your bucket list for Mexico. So let's start exploring this incredible city right from the very heart of Guadalajara. Let's go! So today we're going to be exploring Guadalajara's historic downtown, showing you some of the amazing sights, some of these like little nooks and crannies that you can find all over the city. Just kind of share that flavor and that color that really makes this an incredible destination here in Mexico. And just generally, let's see what trouble we can run into. We're starting off our exploration here, walking towards the cathedral to show you some of the amazing sights of this magnificent church with its golden spirals, which are so quintessentially Guadalajaran, and the main plaza here in the middle of downtown. So Guadalajara is an amazing city of wide plazas, history, culture. This is the capital of Jalisco, the state where mariachi, tequila, and charreria, Mexican traditional horseback riding, were born. So there's no lack of culture and color in this vibrant city. So we're heading across from the municipal palace towards the rotunda of illustrious Jaliscienses, you know, the people from the state of Jalisco. So for example, you have here the statue to Jose Clemente Orozco, this famous painter that I keep telling you guys about, who was native from here and whose paintings we're actually going to see in a little bit right down this way towards the Plaza de Armas and the State Palace. So this is a very, very beautiful walk here in Guadalajara, where you can see these statues of like the people who marked the city's history. Very, very much a walkable city. There's so many pedestrian crossings and it's very well organized, and it's just an actual joy to just walk around and just explore this city. It's so easy. So, for example, you have Pedro Moreno, who was an insurgent who fought against the Spanish, another native-born person from Guadalajara. Many, many more people here. So if you're a history buff, this is a very, very old city. So Guadalajara is one of the biggest cities in this hemisphere. I think it ranks perhaps 9th or 10th on the list, and it's the third biggest city in Mexico after Mexico City and my native city of Monterrey in the north, but only by a few 100,000 inhabitants within the area of Guadalajara. Welcome to the magnificent Plaza Guadalajara, where you have the amazing cathedral here with its golden spirals in the background. It's just such a big cathedral. It's very hard to get it all on camera. And this amazing fountain here right behind me. It is just such a beautiful sight. Guadalajara was founded in 1542 after 4 unsuccessful tries. You can see the heritage of its Spanish culture and its founding by some of the first conquistadors who ever stepped in Mexico. Guadalajara quickly became one of the most important cities throughout Mexico, and it has still maintained that position even to this day. It's known as the Silicon Valley of Mexico because there are so many technology firms here in the city. Millions of people call it their home. And right behind me you have the municipal palace of Guadalajara, basically the town hall for the city. And this Plaza Guadalajara is just dotted with statues, cafes, bars, and so many things to see and do and appreciate. I actually came out yesterday here, and there was a concert going on here in the Plaza de Armas right down here with the French kiosk, this beautiful neoclassical structure from the late 19th century, early 20th century, when Mexico was heavily influenced by the French. And you can just catch concerts here during the weekends, or people are playing music on the streets, violin, guitar, singing, playing music. So there's no lack of activities to do here in the downtown, and so many nooks and crannies. So first things first, let's start with this amazing cathedral and show you some of the interiors, show you how devoted Mexicans are to their religion. Let's go in.
Para nosotros en el cuerpo y en la sangre de Jesucristo nuestro Señor, el cual también va a ser entregado a su pasión voluntariamente aceptada como pan, dándote gracias y del sangre de la alianza nueva y eterna, que será de la.
I don't really want to be too loud because I don't want to disturb the mass, but it is an enormous structure. I mean, you can just see the organ here in the back. It's very, very old, like church organ, enormous for these massive ceremonies and masses here. I mean, it is a very beautiful, relatively simply furnished cathedral, but still, its beauty is in its simplicity. So we're back out here at the Plaza Guadalajara, and now we're gonna go check out the Palacio de Gobierno here, the Palacio Municipal. If I'm not mistaken, there are some impressive murals here by José Clemente Orozco, a very famous Mexican muralist who was a contemporary of Diego Rivera and Siqueiros, during the Mexican muralist movement here in Mexico. So we're gonna go check it out. Okay, so we are in the town hall, in the inner courtyard here for the building. It's a very, very beautiful old building, and So the murals here, they're not by Jose Clemente Orozco. Those are at the State Palace, which we are gonna hopefully check out in a little bit, because you know it's very much worth it. But the artist here was a disciple of Orozco, according to what the armed policeman at the front told me. So we're gonna go see them. You can actually see them like right up here. So let's go. So this mural by the artist Gabriel Flores depicts the suffering of the indigenous people at the onset of the Spanish conquest, and just like the brutality of colonialism, oppression, the realities of like the conquista that as lived by the indigenous peoples of the region. So very powerful imagery, very stark lines that really bring out this emotional impact that is very typical of the muralist movement here in Mexico. So, an incredible work of art. You wouldn't expect so many of the buildings here in Guadalajara to have like these magnificent works of art. That's why it really pays off to be curious a little, go in and like try to like explore and just try to find these like amazing works of art in in these like little nooks and crannies like scattered all over these public buildings throughout the city. Saluditos de Guadalajara. So this is the Plaza de Armas, traditionally a mustering ground here right by the cathedral in the back and with the State Palace on this side. And behind me is the incredibly beautiful French kiosk. So yesterday here we had a concert, beautiful concert by this orchestra for the pleasure of all the citizens here and all the visitors to the city. So this is an amazing structure with the 7 muses making up the columns of the kiosk itself. Very much built in the French style of the early 20th century, late 19th century. And an incredibly beautiful structure. I really like this kind of architecture. Just kind of really speaks to like Guadalajara's influence and its reach throughout, the world, as an important city here in Mexico. So now we're heading towards the State Palace so we can see the much promised murals by Jose Clemente Orozco passing, of course, to this magnificent kiosk. And unfortunately it's Monday and museums are closed. So this is probably the worst day to go out here in downtown Guadalajara. Just bear that in mind if you're coming here, because the museums and most of the government operated structures close for Monday. It's like their free day, so just bear that in mind. But no worries, we will come back tomorrow and I will show you some of these amazing works of art anyway. So stay tuned for what we're gonna see in this video. We're gonna see some breathtaking murals, some impressive works of art, some historical artifacts in some of these different museums, and not to mention the stunning architecture in which all of these artifacts are housed. So let's get started with our exploration. Let's go! Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel. It keeps us growing this incredible community of ramblers and rovers just like yourselves. Until the next adventures, adios amigos. Keep on rambling and roving. This guy says hi, by the way.